Hey, what's up, everybody, man? It's the one and only Dwayne Nix here again. New episode of the DK Fix is coming right at you guys. I've been gone for a month. Not too long this time. Luckily, I came back quicker because we got some big news. But before we get into that big news, once again, to my right of me, got my boy JSF in the building.
How y'all doing?
How you doing, fam? You doing good?
I'm here, man. I'm chilling. I'm excited about some news.
Okay, and we got my boy Rashad in the back. You might see him come in the video. You know how he does his thing.
Not. You might just hear him. He's here, though.
Yeah, he's here, though.
He's here.
Now, basically, the reason why I wanted to do this video is because the last video I made was about the Zack Snyder Justice League cut of his version of it, and it's coming out in, I think, next year. Probably like
2021.
I think they said like early 2021.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a specified date. But
They didn't, but I think first quarter because the movie's pretty much done. It's just the same movie we saw back in 2017, but just Zack Snyder's version of it. Way more footage and hopefully better. But with that tidbit of news that we got back in March or April, I'm sorry, I think it's May actually. We also found out just recently, rumor, it's not official yet, that Micheal Keaton, the first Batman that we all know, the 80s Batman, 89 Batman, not the original Batman, not the Adam West one, but the Batman, the first real Batman in the cinematic universe, or not even that, just like on a motion picture. Micheal Keaton, who played the original Batman for us, our era, he's coming back. He's making a return back in the Flash movie, which has finally got legs and starting to happen again. Because every time they say something about the Flash movie, it's either here or nor there. We don't know what it is, but either way, from what we heard right now, the rumor is that Micheal Keaton's coming back. He'll be in the Flash movie, something to do with probably the Flashpoint, something like that. Batman, who knows? Yeah. And that's one of the big rumors. Another rumor that JSF has not heard, I actually heard today, and I didn't want to say anything about it, waiting for we to do the podcast, was that Ben Affleck supposedly has signed on to do multiple more Batman movies. That's the rumor that's going on right now. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if that's true or not. It's gonna be really interesting because yes, we have the Robert Pattinson Batman, we have Ben Affleck's Batman. Now we have it's just too many people, right? So these are rumors that we're all hearing, and they're probably going to be confirmed or not confirmed during the DC fandom? Event that's coming in August. It's going to be like it's going to be like their own version of Comic-Con or like the D23 thing for Disney, but it's going to be all DC related, whether it be the DCEU, the comic books, the TV shows, whatever. They're going to have like a little Comic-Con type thing, and that's going to be great. So basically with this video, what I wanted to do was we can speculate on the rumor of who's going to be coming back, who's going to be in what. But I told JSF it'd be really cool if we take all the rumors, everything we heard, and then we make a wish list, our own personal wish list on what we would like to see in the DCEU and just DC in general. Because right now the DCEU is kind of also part of the DC TV because Crisis on Infinity Earth, they had both Flashes, and that basically makes them. It's a lot. But
everything's intertwined one way or another.
But we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm excited. This is the first time I think I've been really excited for DC stuff in a long time. I think Marvel has went through everything when it came to their situation. I mean, they pretty much went through phase 1 through phase 4, and or was it phase 3? Not phase 4. Phase 4 starting now for Marvel,
I believe
right?
so. Yeah.
So we've seen over 10 years of Marvel movies, and it's been great. And they haven't really missed that much. They had some misses. So now DC, who from the people's perspective, they've had some misses. Some of the movies I enjoy, even though I did go back and I watched DC. I watched Green Lantern, and that movie is really bad. It's not as good. It's not good at all. Nothing good about that movie at all. I don't know why. That's another rumor too. Supposedly Ryan Reynolds is coming back as the Green Lantern. I've heard all this stuff. This is all rumors that I've been hearing. It'd be crazy. He's supposed to be in maybe a cutscene for the Zack Snyder Justice League, because we do know from Zack Snyder's a story that there was supposed to be some Green Lanterns in that movie. Specifically at the end of the movie.
We saw one in the flashback.
Yeah, we saw one in the flashback, and then we're supposed to get like Kilowog and what's the other guy? I forgot the other guys. Yeah, Tomorrow. They were supposed to be in the post-credit scene with Bruce Wayne in bed with another woman that he's probably. Either way, who cares about Bruce Wayne right now? What I'm going to get into is I'm going to give you a couple of ideas that I hope happens, or that I would like to see happen. In the DCEU, if all these rumors come to helm, if Micheal Keaton does come back, the number one thing that I hope does happen is he does a Flashpoint movie with Flash and whatever, and when Flash runs back in time and then runs back in set time, he's the Batman, he's older now. I don't care about him in that movie. All I care about, and I'm pretty sure JSF's going to agree with me when I say this, is if Micheal Keaton plays the old Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I want. That's the wish list. That's the wish list for me, is to make a Batman Beyond movie. It's a movie that I've been wanting since... the TV show was on when I was a kid, and it's been rumored to be in development for years. It's kind of the same thing with Ant-Man. When Ant-Man was rumored to be in development since 1999, I'm pretty sure the same thing has to do with Batman Beyond.
Yeah. And Deadpool.
Deadpool. It's a lot of movies in development. But I think now, if you bring back Micheal Keaton, who a lot of people think is their Batman. Because, you know, everybody has their Batman. Yeah. Michael Keaton or Christian Bale or Ben Affleck. Now we're going to have Christian Patterson. We're going to have, I'm about to say Pat Patterson. Yeah, you know, that'd be crazy. Robert Pattinson. I think that if Michael Keaton comes back and he's kind of like the Nick Fury in the DCEU, the figurehead, the guy who pops up on the screen, the mentor, we don't really need to see him fighting anybody. Yeah. But if they want to do a Justice League movie with the characters that they have, like a Wonder Woman and Aquaman, who are already there and established in that cinematic universe, then you can bring in Michael Keaton to be like the leader, so to speak. But that's cool on its own. But if you bring in him to basically say we're going to mentor all these characters, just do Batman Beyond. We all love Terry McGinnis. We all want to see him in a futuristic world, man. It'd be so great, man. How do you think? Yeah. What do you feel about that?
I agree. So I do agree about the Batman Beyond thing. I think that would be super dope.
Yeah.
Seeing old man Bruce Wayne and it being the older Bruce Wayne, I'm down and I'm on board for that. Another idea I think would be cool. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I've heard rumors about it. Like a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Would be.
Remember, these are all rumors. Nothing is confirmed.
It's not confirmed. It's just. These are the actors that we hear that they're talking about. I actually heard there was an actor that they did have on set playing Hal during Green Lantern.
Okay, you saw like some pictures, right?
Yeah, like some
me
concept
too.
art.
Yeah, me too.
It's probably like one or two scenes.
Yeah,
that's beside the point.
Mm-hmm.
I think another thing that could be cool was if Michael Keaton plays Flashpoint Batman. If he plays Thomas Wayne instead of Bruce Wayne, and imagine now this is a little far-fetched and stretched out or whatever. But if they do like a Flashpoint thing with the Flash like they're supposed to do, you have multiverses, different Batmans.
Right.
What if on one universe, Thomas Wayne is Michael Keaton, right?
Yeah.
Batman. Thomas Wayne, because Bruce Wayne dies of Flashpoint.
Of course.
And then when it gets to regular continuity, he still exists. He's Thomas Wayne, but he's Bruce Wayne's dad, and Bruce Wayne is Robert Pattinson, and he's Batman.
See,
that would be really cool.
That would be great.
It would make use of both, like. And they're both Batman in one universe, and then
I like
still
that.
Thomas Wayne. I think that could be really cool.
I like that. I would like that too. I mean, a lot of people did say that it probably would just be better if Robert Pattinson was just Terry McGinnis Batman. Like that would have just like, you guys could have been like, yo, listen,
I would be here for that.
Obviously, the movie's pretty much shot already, almost. I mean, they still gotta do some more development.
They still gotta do some
but they could have been like, yo, we're gonna keep this. They could be lying just the whole time out of nowhere. Now Reeves like, oh yeah, by the way, so this is not a Batman movie. It is a Batman movie, but it's not Bruce Wayne. Robert Pattinson is actually Terry McGinnis Batman in training, and the whole time Michael Keaton has already been listed in this movie. We had no idea. That'd be great. I actually like that idea. What you said about that too. I also heard another rumor too that Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who played Thomas Wayne in the flashback in Batman vs Superman, where his parents died because I always got to see Batman's parents die, which is weird. Supposedly he's supposed to be coming back too for Flashpoint. That's another rumor. Where I'm like, so we're gonna have Thomas Wayne Batman in the flashback. It's just it's a lot of Batmans, but that's one thing about DC is they know their strongest character and their most popular character is Batman. That's just what it is. People love Superman. Don't get me wrong. I love Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Yeah, but Batman is what Spider-Man is to Marvel. Yeah. And that's just the truth. Like I don't care. Like I know people love Iron Man and people but Spider-Man. When you say Spider-Man, people know that's Marvel. That's why they have the best video games. When people say when they say DC, you watch that Batman movie. They don't say you watch the Superman versus Batman. They say you watch the Batman movie. Hey, was Batman in Justice League?
I think
how's Batman doing?
Batman is the most popular.
He's the most popular, probably the most popular
Superman
superhero.
Is the most recognizable superhero because it's symbol the S.
Yes.
We all know the S. But Batman is the most popular. We all love Batman.
That's why he's had the most movies than probably anybody.
Just like honestly, Marvel's most popular characters are. It's Spider-Man, but then it's Wolverine.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
that's their most popular character.
Yeah.
Wolverine's not the biggest Marvel character. He's an X-Men, but he's literally the most.
Well, that's why when you think about these characters who are like really popular in their genres, I mean, not in their genres, but with their teams. Like Spider-Man's popular because that's why there's more Spider-Man movies than there's ever been. Like solo Iron Man or so. Like that's why there's more Batman. That's why there's so many different kind of Batmans. I mean, we've had Adam West Batman. We've had Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck. Those are all Kevin Conroy, who's the voice of Batman for the animated series. Like, there's so many different Batmans that like Batman is such an iconic character that it sounds crazy to say, hey, we might have Michael Keaton's Batman show up, and then Ben Affleck's gonna come back, and then Thomas Wayne Batman's gonna, and like that's too many Batmans. Is it though? Like, I mean, these are all different universities. These are different universes. It's Flashpoint, right? It's Flashpoint. And if anybody don't know what Flashpoint is, long story short,
very long story.
Barry Allen runs back in time to save his mom, and he messes everything up. That's pretty much what it is. Like, but if you want to watch like a version of it, you can watch the Flashpoint Paradox. You can rent it on Amazon for like $2, or you can get the DC Universe app. You can watch it there, or you can just get off, or you can do whatever. Get it any way you can get it. But
it's there somewhere.
Yeah, okay. But besides those two things, do you have any other wish list things? Because personally, the biggest one to me is going to be Batman Beyond. Yeah. I do have some other things that I would like. Specifically, I would like to see Cyborg's story fleshed out more on screen. Yes. Supposedly,
that's
he's going to be in Flash, and he's going to be in Flash too. So really? So I mean, I would like that because I actually like the guy. I can't think of his name right now. It's Ray something. Ray something. Sorry.
No, Cyborg.
Cyborg is his name. But I think his name is Ray. No, it's not Ray Boy. No, not Ray Boy. I can't think of his name right now.
I keep thinking Ray Palmer, and that's Seattle.
Yeah. I'll put his name up in post. In post.
Appreciate
but he did a great. I mean, he did as good of a job he can do. Most of his movie got cut out.
Yeah.
But I would like to see. I would like to see his story fleshed out more. Obviously, maybe we can get like a live Teen Titans. I mean, we kind of have that with the Titan show.
The DCEU.
Victor Stone. There you go. Thank you very much, Rashad, about that. That he is our Savon. But if you guys don't know, that's Joe Budden Pod joke. But and he really is right now. Not on the jokes level. He really helped me out right there because I was gonna look at my phone, but I didn't want to get off the camera. But we have the Teen Titan live show, but maybe bring them into like the cinematic universe. I think what they can do with HBO Max, because this is all basically bans on what AT&T wants to do. AT&T is the one that's saying, we want this, that, and the third back. DC and Warner Brothers are the ones that's kind of going off about certain things they don't want. But if AT&T decides, hey, listen, HBO Max, we want that to be the biggest streaming app. We know we can't probably beat Hulu. We know we can't probably beat Netflix, but we can beat Hulu. We can beat Amazon. Let's just do movie-like shows. And a lot of these things I'm talking about, I don't know if I want them in movies. I would rather like the Batman Beyond in a live-action series, maybe a mini-series, 6 episodes. Every episode's an hour and a half. You can put more into the story. They don't have to be movies. You have an app called HBO Max.
4, 5, 6 episodes. Like, think of all the things on Netflix that you watch, all your biggest Netflix shows, the shows that are going viral, people love. They're all miniseries, right?
They're all miniseries.
Documentary series.
And it's all things that, like, I can sit in a sitting and I can watch all 13 episodes if I want to.
Movie theaters are with the...
They're becoming obsolete with the current
pandemic
going on,
We don't know if we're going to have movie theaters. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to want to go to a movie theater. Exactly. Keep on pushing back Tenet. I want to watch that movie, but
and if you tell me all my favorite shows and movies or characters on HBO Max, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, you get more subs to that, and I think also this. I mean, I hate to put all this on the shoulders of Zack Snyder, but I mean, he's gonna kind of have to take that just because, the fans and us fans wanted him to get his vision out so bad that we finally got him to do it next year. And if that show, or if it's a movie, but I'm hoping it's a TV show. I hope they break it into like 4 episodes. They're still going back if it's going to be a movie or a show for the Zack Snyder cut. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be this like the 4 episode or 6 episode, whatever they're going to do. Yeah. But let's say it's a TV show. Let's say it's 4 or 5 episodes. That has to be good enough for people to want to subscribe to HBO Max. Yeah. They were threatening to take off some DC stuff, and a whole bunch of fans went to HBO Max on Twitter and said, don't do it, and they kept them now. So our voices have to be heard. And if you guys really support these things, if you guys really want to see Zack Snyder be successful, if you want to see Micheal Keaton as the old Batman that's basically the mentor to Terry McGinnis's Batman and Batman Beyond, we need to be vocal about it. Hell, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Suicide Squad, but the Ayers cut is getting like some trending topic on Twitter. Like, people want the Ayers cut, and he says he has a cut. We know that, and I know, and a more darker cut, and of course, the main villain was Steppenwolf, so it would have made a lot more sense, So there's things in this universe that, as a fan of DC content, I would love to see happen. This is all a wish list. Obviously, we're not saying this is going to happen. It's more of an if and hopefully maybe. And if it does happen, it's great. We'll be the first ones to call it out. Like I said, we want to see Batman Beyond. We want to see that movie. Yeah. There's a big fan base for that movie. And also, too, I mean, another thing on my wish list, probably to wrap my wish list up, basically, besides having Batman Beyond and possibly seeing, more of the DC shows into the cinematic universe, this is more of just like a personal preference. I would love to see Grant Gustin's Barry Allen, Flash, show up in the Flash movie just because he was already, because Ezra Miller's Flash was on the DC Crisis Infinity Earth show, which is on TV. And if you ever look at that scene, it's very cinematic-like. They even kind of brought down like the ratio of the screen and make it look like a movie. And also, too, there's a very specific scene in the Flashpoint Paradox when Barry Allen is running back in time basically after Aquaman nuked the whole entire world, and he's running back in time, and he sees himself, and he's trying to beat himself from running back to save his mom. It'd be really cool if Ezra Miller's Flash is running to try to save everything, and he sees Barry Allen's Flash there running with him, and it's all intertwined. That's a personal thing for me because Grant Gustin is such a great actor, and part of me wish that, obviously, if you guys haven't seen Crisis on Infinity Earth, I'm going to spoil it for you. Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow, dies, and he's actually my favorite character next to Batman. Like, Batman's my number one, but like Arrow is like Green Arrow is like my second favorite DC character, just because Stephen Amell did an amazing job for 8 seasons, and I would have loved to seen him possibly on the big screen with the Batman or with the Aquaman. We probably won't ever get to see that, but if Flashpoint happens, maybe they run back in time and he comes back. I don't know, but that's to wrap up my wish list. I know you got one more for me. Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
I do. There is one more thing I want to see, which isn't really like a secret. It's kind of something they were supposed to do already, but the Green Lantern movie, like, I know they're supposed to do Green Lantern Corp. They're supposed to do an HBO miniseries, but I do want them to still do the focus with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Yes.
I still want them to have both. And you can have the storyline, Hal Jordan gets the ring first, he gets hurt or something, then Jon Stewart gets, whatever, however you want to do it.
Now, who do you want your Jon Stewart to be?
We got Jon.
I mean, we got him, but there's rumors going on that
I don't know what they're gonna do with
so this is what I've heard about
that's what I want him
John
to be,
Diggle.
Yeah.
People who don't know what we're talking about, John Diggle on the Arrow series, played by David Ramsey, who's a great actor. At the end of season 8 of Arrow, basically a meteor hit the ground. He goes to the meteor, he opens the rock, it's green. We know it's the Green Lantern ring. We know that's what it is.
It's a green glow, but we know it.
Now, what I'm hearing is that when the Superman and Lois show comes on, because he's gonna be in Metropolis. I'm about to say Metropolitan City. He's supposed to be in Metropolis. That's basically what it is. He's supposed to be in Metropolis, and maybe we'll see John Diggle's Green Lantern come in and out in that show. I'm with you on. I know HBO is going to do the whole Green Lantern Corp show, and I think that's better. Don't do a movie. Do a TV show. Explain it to people who are not big fans of this character. You can't explain it in 2 hours.
Thank you.
You need to explain it in a 10-hour. 4 or 5 episode TV show,
and I think
so
they're
we can get
learning
it.
That.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are learning that. Yeah.
People love these characters in under 2 hours or 2
hours. And that's why exactly, and that's why we're getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because it's Marvel. We ain't talking about that. As for Green Lanterns, because look, there's people who still want to play Jon Stewart, because Jon Stewart technically hasn't really casted. Yeah. I mean, I know Michael J. White has kind of said he wanted to do it. I know Omari Hardwick from Power. They're saying that they want him to do it. I know Tyrese. Yeah, he was actually casted. Common was casted to be it back in.
That was a real movie.
That was a real movie. Yeah, it was Justice League Immortal, right?
Yeah,
it's pretty bad. It's bad. I'm glad
that
that movie didn't come out.
I'll throw John David Washington in there.
Who's John Diggle?
I'll take it.
Oh yeah, Denzel Washington.
I'll take it.
If they're not gonna bring Diggle in as the Green Lantern Corp Jon Stewart, then I would like any one of those guys that we just said. Yeah. I would like Michael J. White. He's dope, but he already kind of played the Bronze Tiger.
I'll take Michael.
I mean, he is talking to Warner Brothers. I know that the Superman thing was there. Thank God that didn't happen, because I don't need him as Superman.
No, well, Henry Cavill's willing to come back.
He's gonna come. He is gonna come back. He's gonna. Speaking of that, Henry Cavill's. Henry Cavill. You can. You can.
We don't need it though.
It's possible. I think Michael B. Jordan would be good. As a Green Lantern, if they really wanted to do him as Jon Stewart,
I think it needs to be a little more of an older actor, like somebody a little more.
Because Jon Stewart comes off to me like David Ramsey, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like the guy who plays, John Diggle. Ever since I saw him in the first season of Arrow, I thought he was.
A lot of people thought that. Yeah, it was like
the whole time. Yeah,
and then there was a rumor for a long time, and they finally kind of paid it off.
It kind of paid off to a certain extent.
That is something I would like to see.
Yeah. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Oh, focus. Get out of focus. There we go. Back. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with the DC universe. These are all rumors, like we said. Everything we've heard when it comes to Michael Keaton, to Ryan Reynolds coming back as Green Lantern, as Batman. I mean, Ben Affleck resigning back on as Batman. Jeffrey D. Morgan being Thomas Wayne Batman. We don't know any of this is going to happen. Nothing's official. I do think the Michael Keaton one is pretty much official. Yeah. I've heard by really good people saying who are in the now. Some reliable sources that were like, yeah, that's going to happen. They're just going over some contract stuff. Henry Cavill is back as Superman in more like a Hulk type role where he won't have a solo film, but he'll be featured in a lot of films. That's fine. We don't need a Superman Man of Steel 2. I understand a lot of people paying the first one.
Right now,
not right now. You can just put him in Black Adam's movie, or you can put him in Shazam 2, or you can put him in the next Justice League movie, or you can put him in. I like him to just be in and out. Either way, we'll find out officially back in August, in a couple months for the DC fandom, which is going to be very something I can't wait to check out. I can't wait to watch that. But my closing arguments in this whole entire situation is I'm really excited for DC. I'm praying that every movie at least hits it on the nose. And even if the movie's not like a 10 out of 10, give me 7 out of 10. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Just give me something that I can love and understand about the characters. There's so much more when it comes to DC. I mean, even in their video game world, they got a Suicide Squad game coming out, supposedly another Batman game coming out, maybe Injustice 3. There's so much thing with DC right now that we're super hyped about. But I'm excited. I know JSF is excited. I know my boy Rashad on the bed is excited. I wanted to keep this video kind of short and sweet. But basically, as always, subscribe to the channel, like and comment, smash that like button, please. More likes means more views, so more people can see it because I can get more views. And I did really good on my last video. I appreciate you guys for checking it out. Also subscribe to my man's channel right here, JSF. All things Mortal Kombat, and believe me, you're gonna want to like to watch it because we love people talk shit about Mortal Kombat. This is the guy in the world. Yeah, man. And basically to end it, stay safe, guys. The pandemic is still... wear your mask, wash your hands, stay 6 feet away from people. The pandemic is still crazy. We live in California, San Diego to be exact, and we're about to go back down on lockdown again because a lot of people are stupid and don't want to listen to the rules. So just be safe out there, guys. Hopefully, in the next couple of months, we can kind of go back to somewhat of a norm. But either way, be safe. Check out the video. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to this channel. View it. Like it. Comment. We love you guys. Peace, man. Take care. Stay safe out in these pieces. Stay safe out in these streets. Stay safe in these streets, baby. Deuces.
Watch some good movies.
Yes.